last night. And that's the dad telling the boy. So the boy, what, who? Rep Sanders. Why would he call you? Yes, he was wanting to know how you were. See, they're all friends at this point. So as I told you, as the background here we see is June 5th. It's going to be June 6th in a moment. I think June 6th is D-Day, isn't it, if I'm not mistaken? So all this is kind of symbolic, you see, in a way. As it moves on, they don't have a problem with each other. But then when they hear about what happened in Europe and so on, you get into 1946, 1947, and so on. Then you get in the agitation and seeing the great, situation following the war and the Palestine-Israel, well, it isn't Israel yet, the Palestine struggle and the UN debates and stuff like that. Danny's father, or rather Reuben's father, is identified by Danny's father as one of the people that he doesn't like what he represents. So not only does, by that time Danny and Reuben have become friends. So not only does Danny's father not speak to his own son ever, I think what happened, one of the things that's so tragic for the father is he finally tells, I think, Reuben, that when he was young, he lost his brother back in Poland or Europe where he was, his older brother, who was supposed to have his position also at that time. And it was so, what happened, I don't know, he was either killed or he disappeared or something, I can't remember the whole plot there. So this was so awful for him that he cares so much for Danny that he can't speak to him or something. When Danny goes to dinner, when Reuben goes to dinner at Danny's house, Danny's father likes to trick him, doesn't he? What kind of thing does he do when tricking him? How does he trick him?
Are you talking about when he was supposed to tell him?
He likes to ask him trick questions, doesn't he? To see how well he knows the Talmud, right? So I think he's not, Danny of course knows everything, so there's no tricks. You see, Danny is Superman. You ever been in a situation like that in school, whether high school or grade school or whatever, where there's some people who can do everything, who are perfect? I'm not sure how they finally come out in life, some of these people who are perfect when they're young. But there are people who are just, if it's a camp or a kindergarten or a junior high, there's always one or two people who are just perfect. They're as smart as can be, they're wonderful athletes, they're beautiful, everyone looks up to them, everyone admires them, they're just like perfection. It can only be when you're a child that